Hey guys, it's GameFace here and welcome back to episode 2 of my Wolfsburg career mode. Now today, I've got to finish off the transfer window. I've also got a big game against Bayern coming up, the first league game of the season, so we'll have to see how we get on with that. But first, I've got to list a few players. In between episodes, basically, I was thinking and looking at your comments as to who I should sign and get rid of. Something I decided on is that I'm going to sell both my right mids. Now, that means this guy here, I don't think he's that special really, I don't particularly want him at the club, so I'm going to list him. I'm also going to list Caligari, is that how you pronounce his name? I'm also going to list him because, again, doesn't look anything particularly special, so I need to get in some new wingers. Luckily for you guys, one of you actually suggested a winger, and that was Elia. Now, he plays for Werder Bremen, I think, went on loan to Southampton. He might be at Southampton on this, that's the only thing that I've not checked yet, so we'll have to have a little look. I thought I'd leave it until the video to have a look. I've got a feeling he could be still on loan at Southampton on this. Yes, he is. But he might be available, actually, looking at that. Maybe, he might be available. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go with a straight trade. Hopefully, it's going to be enough to get him in. He's obviously a left mid, but I think he can play right mid. We'll have to have a quick check. Yeah, he can. That's absolutely brilliant. Which is the right mid I'm trying to get rid of. He's worth 5 million. He is worth 6.5. We're going to go with a player that's worth 5 million first, just because I don't know how much Elia's worth. So we're just going to go with a straight trade and see what Southampton say to that. Now, the next thing suggested by a couple of people was to sell Dost. Now, I wasn't a huge fan of this idea, but then I looked at his pace and realised that yes, he does probably need to go. It's such a shame because he had a brilliant season for Wolfsburg. I think was it last season, at the start of last season or something, but he had a brilliant season. But he's probably just not the right guy for me in this team. I've already got Bentner, who, as we know, is a world-class striker.
This is great banter. It really is.
And I've obviously got their new signing, Cruz, as well, who should play a pretty decent role in our team. So I think I'll probably keep him as my starting striker. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure yet. He probably will be my starting striker. But I'm going to try and list Dost, and in return, as like his replacement, you guys suggested Jovetic. Now, to me, that seems like a fairly decent signing, Jovetic. So we're going to try and get him in. I'm not really too sure how much they're going to want for him, Man City. It's probably going to be around 10, 12, maybe even 15 million. Not too sure. We don't have bags of money at the moment, but we can put in some sort of bid, I think, for Jovetic. That will involve trading Dost, I think, as part of the deal, unless it was to be my other right mid, who's probably going to be worth more, isn't he? So maybe I'll go and try and trade my other right mid for Jovetic, but it's going to be a tight deal, and maybe something I can't quite pull off just yet. So we will go 1 million and Villarina, something like that, in order to try and sign Jovetic. They'll probably reject it, but I'm interested to see whether they are interested in the right mid. If not, we'll have a look at giving them Dost instead. Player sold. Yep, it's from previous episode, and it's only 275 grand added onto our budget. Cagliari, I don't know how you pronounce his name. He has to start anyway against Bayern. I can't see that happening, to be honest. Maybe he does have a little, I don't know, maybe he has a little chance of getting in the team. Who knows? We'll have to have a look at the team when the game comes round. We do have Man City who have said unacceptable at the moment. They're not interested in the player. So we are just going to go with Dost, I think. I know he's worth a little bit less, but maybe they're interested in a different striker as opposed to a right mid. Southampton have agreed the trade, which is very impressive. I wasn't expecting that, and it'll also be a good excuse to get in some wage, really, from that deal. We'll go, I think, important first-team player. I'm not 100% sure what overall Elliot is. I think he's 77, 76, something like that. So I'm not 100% sure. We might actually go squad rotational player just to be on the safe side there. And we've also got Naldo who signed a new contract with us. That's brilliant news. Let's see, will we get someone before the Bayern game? No, we haven't. We do have Bayern away now, so that's going to be a very tough game. I've also got a scout report back for a right back I was looking at a while ago. We won't go for him because obviously I've got a new right back now. It was actually suggested that I get Yedlin. Now, I might get Yedlin. I'm not too sure. I've got enough right backs. I've got Jung and obviously DeMarcos, who I recently signed in the previous episode, so I don't think I need them, but I like the idea of having Yedlin at the club, to be honest. Someone I could do with is actually a new left back. Did I list the player? I don't think I did. We'll have a look at my left backs. Now, I'm tempted to get rid of Schaffer. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Schaffer I'm going to go with. He's 30 years old, 75 overall, and he's on 40 grand a week. Now, for me, that's a lot of money for someone that's only 75 overall. and he's not really worth too much, so I think I probably should get rid of him and try and get another left back. Again, I'm not 100% sure who to get in. If only Yedlin was a left back, then it would be him. Okay, for the game against Bayern, this is the team I'm going to be putting out. I think it's pretty much my starting 11. I've been advised that I probably should play Schürrle up front, and I completely agree with that. He's very fast, but I'm going to start on the left-hand side and probably eventually move him up front. He doesn't say that he can play there, but he can. He does really well up front. So we will probably play him there at some stage in the game if we need to, but for now that is going to be the team I'll put out. Rudiger looks like a really good signing, actually, very fast player, which is exactly what I look for in my centre-backs. Let's get on with the game and let's just see whether we can get something from this game against Bayern. It's going to be tough, but we are going to give it a go anyway. I'm not going to enjoy trying to score past Manuel Neuer in this game, I don't think. They've got Vidal as well, Bayern Munich, because I wanted some of the other bigger clubs to have their signings, so I went to, I think it was like Bayern Munich, Dortmund, and that might have been it actually, but I went to some of the other teams I think as well, and just put in a couple of signings that they've made this season. DeMarcos has to cope with Ribéry in this game, and Ribéry's got past him this time. Cross goes in, Thomas Muller with the tap-in. That's not started off well, 7 minutes in. Ribéry just completely lost DeMarcos. I don't really know what happened there, and that's just a simple chip in. My players dived in a bit too much. I think Naldo went too close to the ball, and that is a disastrous first 10 minutes. Let's see whether we can try and get a goal back here. Cruz, not quite. Ribéry with the cross, and it's nearly found road there. Naldo just about to head it away, and Muller's still got it. Lahm, it's very quick passing from Bayern. Ribéry still goes down the right-hand side and cuts in off the post. Oh my god, we're getting demolished at the moment. And Robben's not finished with us yet either. Let's counter-attack with Rodriguez. This could be a very good opportunity. Can Cruz make the right run? No, we've been shrugged off the ball really easily by Lahm there. Go on, De Bruyne, this is your chance. Cut inside. Beats Rafinha. De Bruyne. Oh, got brilliant tackle, guys. Come on, Cruz. Saved by Neuer and out for a corner. That's our best chance and our only chance of the game. Come on, Naldo, get your head on this one, please. Oh, it might actually fall for him. Just above the bar. Yes, well, one back, De Bruyne. This is more like it. Can he find a space to shoot? It's going to be tight. Come on, De Bruyne's still going. Oh! What happened there? Where did that shot come from? On his left foot. That was such a powerful shot to say he was stood right next to the ball. That was a really weird one. Watch that. Look at the way he just passes it really fast. I've not seen that one before. On his weaker foot as well. We do have a free kick here. Can we get past Manuel Neuer and score this? Oh no! No, that was a brilliant chance. Not quite enough power on it as well. Damn, that was a good chance to get us level there. This is a lot better from us though. We've managed to get the passing pretty much nailed at the moment. When I say that, we go and lose the ball from a pass. Yes, go on Rudiger. This is your chance to show us what you've got. On his left foot, come on, play the pass. Cruz gets brought down, must be. No, they've not given a free kick. And that is it for the first half. We are still losing 1-0. I'm a little bit disappointed with that scoreline at half-time. We have had a lot of chances, you can see there. We probably should be at least level there, but that's what happens when you play against big teams like Bayern Munich. So we just need to find a bit of a better opportunity to try and score from, and hopefully that will come in the second half. Brilliant chance for Robben here on his left foot. Is he going to take the shot, do we think? Oh no, he's gone for the cross actually. And it's managed to be headed away just about. Oh no, Ribéry's still got it. What a tackle, Rudiger. Brilliant stuff. And he's gone over the bar for a corner. Now we just need to clear this. It sounds easy, but against Bayern, it really isn't. Come on. Oh my god, Leno, what are you doing? Cruz, this will be your last chance, I think, on the pitch, to be honest, because I'm going to start to put Schürrle up front after this attack. Go on. Oh, De Bruyne couldn't quite get through. And this is the chance to make him a change now. I think Schürrle will go up front, give us a bit more pace. And Cruz, I think, will probably come off, and we'll bring on Hunt, who could actually do a job pretty much anywhere in midfield. You can see all the positions that he can play. Centre mid, centre attacking mid and left mid. All he needs there is pretty much right mid. So, yeah, very good little player. So is Arnold, to be fair, though. He can play many different positions, more positions, in fact, than Hunt. Bentner, I think, will stay on the bench for now, and we'll just keep the team exactly the same other than that. Schürrle trying to find De Bruyne. This is more like it. He's only been playing striker a few minutes, and De Bruyne scores. There we go. Schürrle with the assist. And like I said, I've literally just moved him, and the change was made. Look at that pass, and brilliant run from De Bruyne, top right hand corner, what a strike. I don't generally like De Bruyne, to be honest with you, on the career mode, but he has played well in this game, so fair play. I'm going to have to play him more often. But that also raises the question, do I sell him? Because he might well be moving to Man City, or maybe even Bayern Munich. That was also one of the potential teams he could be moving to. So let me know what you think about that. Do I sell him in January, or do I keep hold of him? But they have gone straight from kickoff. I thought they'd scored then. But like I say, let me know in the comments anyway about that one. Vidal, well played. De Bruyne gets back very well. Now we've got Perisic going forward. Alba can't bring him down, and neither can Lam for now. Let's try and find a pass through. Okay, that wasn't meant to be a chipped pass. I clicked LB by accident. Aaron Hunt, can he find a way through? No, he's just giving it straight to Rafinha. Brilliant. This is a little bit of a risky move, but I'm going to try something now, and it might not work. I'm not really too sure, to be honest. I think I'm going to go for, I might go for 4-4-2, but that version of it. And we'll basically just sit back those 3 centre mids there. This could be really risky, in fact. And I might actually, what I might do is push them out actually onto the wide, and then just leave 1 centre mid in there. It could be very risky, but I'm going to try and go for it. And we're going to put Hunt out on the left, Perisic out on the right. Gustavo, who do I take? Yeah, I'm probably going to have to take Gustavo off. And I'm going to bring on Nicholas Bentner. Yes, he is the man to do this for me. And I might also bring on Gully Vogie as well. I'm tempted to bring him on, and do you know what, I think I will. I think I'll bring him on just for a bit more strength in the middle, and he's a little bit faster than guys as well. Come on, Bentner, you're on here for a reason. We need another goal. I am going for the win, you might have noticed, just because there's no point really settling for a draw. If you're gonna try and win the league, you need to beat teams like Bayern, really, don't you? This is it. This is the counter attack. Come on, Bentner, let's go with me here, please. Come on. Schürrle's still running down the left-hand side. Alonso's being tricked by him. Oh, look at that for a turn. No way. Should have finished it, but Bentner's on the ball, so anything could happen. Go on, Nicholas. Oh, look at that. All those skills he can do. That must be a foul, but Nicholas Bentner's got hold of the ball, and he wins as a free kick. That was all Bentner, obviously. This is a really good chance. It's too near. He's right on the edge. Oh wait, no, I didn't want the... Oh no. It went and changed. It did something I didn't want it to do. Oh, we nearly scored from it though. I think I clicked the right stick by accident. I was trying to change position so I could see how near to the penalty area it was, and I think I just changed to basically the play I wanted to pass to, which wasn't what I was supposed to do. Anyway, we do have a corner now. De Bruyne with the cross. Naldo's in there. Oh, it's got in! It's Gully Vogie. What a sub that was. Obviously brought him on for his aerial presence, definitely. I thought he was Naldo, to be honest. Was it Naldo that I was commenting on, or was it Gully Vogie? No idea, but we've managed to get ourselves possibly the winning goal. There's 5 minutes left, so I won't get too carried away. But that is a brilliant header. I thought it was Naldo, and it wasn't actually. It was Gully Vogie. Naldo was just behind him, and Neuer was left pretty much stranded, to be honest. He went for it and just didn't get anywhere near it, and risked conceding, and he did concede. So we are now winning 2-1. Brilliant stuff, really late on, and we're going to have to change the formation. Okay, here we go. We've gone for 5-4-1. You need your best players back in defence. That is why Bentner's there, playing left back at the moment. Hopefully he can do us a decent job there for the last 5 minutes. Schürrle's up top by himself. De Bruyne kind of sits in CDM pretty much with Gully Vogie, and hopefully that is going to be enough to see out the game now. Bentner's after more. He wants more goals. Look at him. This is a left wing back here. Come on, Bentner. Let's see whether he can get us a goal here, please. Oh, he's just gonna run it. He's just running with it. He can run for days, Nicholas Bentner. Nicholas Bentner's nearly got us a goal there. It was blocked though, and we are still attacking for some reason. I've got no idea why we have so many players behind the ball. Go on, what a tackle that is. No way. I got the ball. No way. I got the ball. Straight red card. How has that happened? We'll watch it back on the replay, but I definitely get the ball there. I know it's kind of from behind a little bit, but I definitely get the ball, as well as the man, albeit, but I definitely do get the ball there. I can't believe that 90th minute's a straight red. That is a suspension for him, But if it does mean that we win the game, then fair enough, to be honest. I'm quite happy to do that for one of my sub players. That is it, we've won the game. We've beat Bayern 2-1. We've actually done it. We've beaten Bayern Munich. Arguably the best team in Germany. In fact, there's no argument, to be honest. They are the best team in Germany. But we have beaten them. So that is a very good way to start the season and start our title race. So, yeah, very good start. Transfer offer for Felipe. This is one of the players I want to get rid of. We're going to counter offer 2.5 million. It just makes sense, really, I think, to try and get as much money as possible. Obviously, we know that Gullivogi's got a one-match suspension, and we'll see what happens with the other transfers I've submitted. Frankfurt have got back to me, and they want to spend 2.3 million of Felipe. That seems reasonable. We will go for it. It's more than his value. Man City have said it's unacceptable, so we'll quickly ignore that one and just move on to the Elia deal, which we will agree to. That gives us an extra 30 grand on the wage budget, which is brilliant news. And that means we can now probably put in a more realistic bid in order to sign Stefan Jovetic. Okay, the next bid I'm going to put in is for that right mid player that I can't pronounce the name of, and 2.4 million. Hopefully that's going to be enough to get him in. I doubt it, but we're again just going to put in a few bids, see what they say to them, and hopefully eventually agree to some sort of deal once we sell a couple of players. And speaking of selling players, Felipe has left, and we have 2 million added onto the budget. Brilliant news. We're just going to put that 2 million straight onto the Jovetic deal. We'll go 4.3 million now. That's getting over the 10 million, which is quite a lot of money actually for us anyway. And we are going to also change around the wage budget as well, because we don't need 50 grand on there. So we might actually be able to put in a larger amount for the next offer, assuming that they do reject the one that we've just put in. And we've got a bid for Atletico Madrid, 5.5 million. He's worth 6.5, and I know he's part of the Jovetic deal, but if I can just go with pure money for the Jovetic deal, then it'd just be so much easier. So I'm going to try and go for 7.5, and hopefully we can agree on something probably around 7 million. Again, they have said it's unacceptable. We are just going to, I think, remove this player from the deal now. Do I remove him? No, we'll keep him in actually. We'll just go 5.5. We'll keep the bids going. Hopefully they don't get too annoyed with us about doing that. Atletico Madrid have matched it. That's brilliant news. 7.5 million. We won't put in another bid for Jovetic just yet because there's no point. We'll wait until the money comes in and then we'll be able to put in a better bid. The money looks to have come in now. We've got 6.5 million added onto our budget, and I can also change things around a little bit, so we can try and get in Jovetic hopefully. He's on about 90 grand a week, Jovetic, so I can put in a 12 million pound bid, but remember I do also have Dost to try and get rid of, so I might just put in a 10.5 million bid first and just see what they say to that sort of amount. Offer in for my left back, Schaffer, and the bid is from Schalke. It's 2.1 million. I'm going to up that a little bit. We're going to try 2.6. I think that's a fair amount, really. 75 overall, so he's not terrible. But I think... Oh, no. This is what I was dreading. I was about to say, but I think that is a fairly decent amount for him. No further talks. I was dreading that. We've got it, pretty much. Can I submit a new offer? I might be able to submit a new offer, even though they are saying no further talks. Maybe I'll get away with it. Let's have a little look. We are just going to go pretty much all out, I think, now. We'll go Dost in there as well in a second once I've gone with like my maximum bid. I've decided against... Oh, have I decided against Dost, really? I mean, I can't afford to put in 15 million without Dost, so I might just go for some sort of ridiculous bid. 12 million and Dost. That should be a little bit better, and maybe they'll actually accept that one. Schalke have matched the 2.6 million for Schaffer, and Man City again saying... no further talks. So that means I've got to choose a new target now, which isn't great, but we'll cope, I'm sure, because there was another target that was mentioned, and that was Carlos. Is it Carlos Baca? I think it's Carlos anyway. I'm not too sure on his first name. I'm going to try and get him in, because I've never actually played with Baca, I don't think, before. He's someone that people have mentioned, obviously, a lot, but he's just someone I've never got around to buying, so why not? Let's give him a go. He sounds pretty good. We'll have to see. It was one of your guys' recommendation again in the comments. So thank you very much for that. And yeah, let's pretty much try and get him in. What I might do actually is inquire first, just so I know how much they're after. We've got a game against Frankfurt. We are just going to sim the game. We'll auto replace actually, because I think it's Gullivogi that is suspended on the bench. And yeah, hopefully that will be a good enough team out I've got in order to win it. It is my starting 11, so we should really be able to win this game. But you never know when simming matches. Rudiger gets booked 15 minutes into the nearly into the second half now, and they have gone and scored. They would have won like 34 minutes in. We are into the second half now, and we need to try and find a goal from somewhere. Simple as that. How are we losing? We managed to concede again somehow and then score straight away. So it's now 2-1, and we skipped, and we actually just lost that game 2-1 somehow. At least Bayern drew, that's the only positive. Transfer offer for one of my 19-year-olds, 100 grand. We're going to try and push for 120 grand, yay. Player sold, that is my left back, who I need to actually try and find a replacement for at the moment. But anyway, I've got an extra 2.2 million added onto the budget. Back at inquiry, 21.5 is ludicrous, that amount. They are never going to get that from me. So we are going to go for, I think, Dost, and we'll go 10.5. I think that's they're obviously going to accept that. I mean, it's a brilliant bid. Suspension over for Gully Vogie. Yep, that's what you expect. And we're into transfer deadline day. Now, what I do need to do is try and get in a left back, like I mentioned before. Is this guy a realistic one, do you think? I don't know. He actually looks quite good. I'm only after a secondary right back. It's not someone that's going to, you know, be like a world-class left back. I am just after someone that can occasionally play every now and again. And this might be the right player. He's recently joined, so I can't actually sign him. That's brilliant news, isn't it? Anyway, Sevilla have accepted the bid I've put in for Bakker, and we're going to go 3-year deal. We'll go important first team player. I don't want to overcommit the squad role, so we'll just go important for now. And we've seen that they've managed to match the bid for Paul, so goodbye, Paul. Okay, now I'm going to go for this guy. Again, never heard of him, but he seems pretty decent. He's got a little bit of pace about him, so why not? He's a left back. He's from the German league. Let's just try and go for him. They want 6.5 million. That's a fair amount, I suppose, but again, I don't really want to spend that sort of money. Carlos Bakker has declined. He doesn't believe the move suits him. Okay, that's not what I expected, actually. Well, we'll go 20% goal bonus and crucial first team player to try and persuade him. And Paul has officially gone. We've got 100 grand added onto the budget. We're also going to put in a bid, I think, for this left back now. We will go, I think, 4 million. 4 million, I think, seems reasonable, and it's something I expect them to accept. 7 hours left now. Can we get in any more signings? Schalke have said they want 4.9 for him. We're going to go 4.4. Look at this negotiation skills. They probably won't go with it, but anyway, we've put in the bid. Bakker has accepted it. That obviously made the difference, the fact that I gave him the crucial first team player and obviously the 20% goal bonus. So that means sadly Dost has gone. It would have been nice to keep him, but he's just not really someone that I'm massively interested in. And I didn't realise Carlos Bakker is 81 overall. I didn't actually know that. He seems like a very talented player, so thank you for that suggestion. It seems like he could be a very good player for us. And it's really good to still have Cruz, because he's going to be a brilliant substitute striker as well. So that I'm really looking forward to in the next few games. Schalke have still said they want 4.9 million for him. We're just going to go with it, I think. No, we'll go 4.8. We'll go 4.8. I've got to try and get him cheaper. Oh, they've rejected it again. 4.9. That extra 100 grand makes a difference, doesn't it? They've finally accepted it onto the contract now. We are going to go 5-year deal. For all I know, this guy could be absolutely terrible. It might just be a fast player. I really don't know anything about him. It's a huge risk at 4.9 million. But we'll just go with it, why not? And he has accepted the contract. Let's get him in 4.9 million, 35 grand a week, and we've pretty much spent up, but we've left ourselves just about enough in order to have a bit of money in the January transfer window. I'm not interested in signing any more players at the moment. What I will check is the new left back that has recently signed. 73 overall, okay, not as good as I was thinking, but still, he looks fairly decent. He can play centre back as well. He's 6 foot and he's fairly fast, so not too bad. But yeah, I think that's not a bad signing really for 4.9 million. He'll be a very good substitute left back, which is exactly what I was wanting really. And that is going to be the end of the transfer window, the summer transfer window anyway. We will have the January one, I would have thought in the next, maybe the next 4 or 5 episodes, will be the January transfer window at some stage anyway, I'd imagine. And that is it, just under 200 million was spent. And let's have a look at our emails before finishing the episode. Gustavo is out for 7 days. Got some players leave on an international duty, and just a little email saying that the transfer deadline day has ended. Next game is against Hoffenheim. We're not going to play it in this episode. That will be it for this episode. thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please go hit the thumbs up button and subscribe as well. That'd be really appreciated. I do videos on this career mode every other day, and the days I don't do this career mode, it is a Man United one, so stay tuned for that. And I'll see you next time, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.